good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, we have you all in well condition today to continue discuss about the course. Yeah, this today topic is about the personality development. Ya, jadi tentang perkembangan kepribadian is the one good topic to you know about the personality student and yourself to Bu Nice yang share, saya atau Bu Nice?
Pak Labe bantu ya, karena kalau saya yang nge-share saya tidak bisa ngelihatin wajah-wajah mereka itu paham apa enggak gitu ya.
Oke, ya. Oke, terima kasih. Mungkin to speak to opening conversation ya, just that yang saya bisa.
Okay.
The last topic is about the what the topic the last meet.
So for the 2 weeks ago, we talked about the development of the physically and the motoric condition from the childhood until the before the adolescence. So I hope that all of you already read it carefully, and after that, try to connect it with your condition. Maybe you can do the reflection about your condition on the childhood, and after that you can observe your family or your neighborhood who are in the childhood period now about their development regarding the physically and the motoric.
Mr. Cho, we can share the
first
slide
chapter, chapter 7, personality.
Chapter 7, yeah, okay.
Yeah, please. So this class just 23 students now, right? Or just already have the sick condition, so she doesn't join this class today. So the total student is 24, right?
24. No, 22.
Huh? 22. Oh yeah, 22. Yeah, 20. Okay.
I'm a teacher. Okay. You are a teacher.
Yeah. Okay, I forgot about that.
Masih merasa muda ya Bu Nice?
Iya, masih merasa muda saya. Okay, we start from the personality development. I hope all of you can do your observation while I teach or while I share about this topic, and you go do the reflection from yourself about your personality development. And after this slide finish, I will ask all of you to share about how about your personality development condition. Okay? Jadi setelah saya men-share personality development slide ini, saya berharap kalian melakukan refleksi apa sih yang terjadi pada diriku begitu ya mengenai personality development-ku terkait dengan materi yang akan saya sharekan ini sebanyak 16 slide. Oke ya? Ini tidak ada yang merespon, saya ngomong sendiri. Bapak bagaimana?
Oke. Suaranya kami jelas ya?
Oke, Miss.
Kayaknya perlu ice breaking dulu nih Bu Nice.
Iya, ice breaking ya.
Ada masih tegang-tegang atau...
Iya. Oke. So I hope all of you can join this course, give your participation for this course, because when I just with Mr. Labe talking each other, so we like doing the like a lawakan ya, like a comedy situation. Ya, jadi tolong aktif sehingga kami tahu kalian ada di sini, nggak cuma saya dan Pak Labe aja tiktokan kayak pemain apa ya, pemain OVJ mungkin ya Pak Labe ya zaman dulu ya.
Terlihat tuanya.
Terlihat tuanya. Okay, please Mr. Labe share the
Okay.
screen. Okay, maybe the first screen.
Okay, first screen this.
Oh, okay, so thank you. So we will talk about the personality development. Major factors affect the development of personality. So who says you can change personality? So this is the first question. Maybe you can answer this question after I finish this slide. Okay, so you need to write down on your book, maybe on your paper or on your laptop or gadget about this first question. Who says you can change personality? Jadi siapa yang bilang bahwa kamu tidak bisa mengubah personality-mu atau kepribadianmu, ya. So please answer this question after I finish this slide. Okay, next, Mr. Labe. So for the first time, we need to know about what is the personality. Maybe common answer will be answer this question about the characteristic of a person, like Miss Nice is nice person, or Mr. Labe is a good looking with the jambul katulistiwa poni. Yeah. Okay. So maybe Mr. Labe is like a handsome teacher in your class. It's just the characteristic of a person. Ya. Jadi karakteristik dari orang tersebut. Or what is the personality of Miss Nice? Oh, Miss Nice always joking when she talking about the material. Maybe she is the humorous person like that. Sometimes people know about the personality from the characteristic of person. Or sometimes from the social skills, like a polite, funny, yeah, how that person do the interaction with another person. Yeah, for the next slide, please. But what is personality from the perspective of the sociologist? Sociologist says that personality is sum total of behaviors, attitude, beliefs, and values that are characteristic of an individual. So the sociologists say that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aspects from the personality, such as behaviors, perilaku, attitude, sikap, beliefs, keyakinan-keyakinan, and values, nilai-nilai. These aspects including on the characteristic of an individual. So characteristic of individual not only from the social skill and also from the how you see that people, but including this aspect, behaviors, attitude, beliefs, and values. So you need to ask yourself, what is my behaviors? What is my attitude? What is my beliefs? And what is my values? That's your personality from the sociologist. And sometimes people say that personality, this is from the psychologist, say that personality traits determine how we adjust to our environment and how we react in specific situation. So from the psychologist, personality regarding with the traits, sifat, yeah, and determine how we adjust, how we adapt, how we do the adaptation, how we do the adaptation to our environment, and how we react and adaptive to the specific situation. So the key concept of the personality from the psychologist is traits and how we adjust or how we adapt. The goals of the personality is to adapt, to do the adaptation, to do the something for the specific situation. So next slide, please. And the personalities over time constantly change during the first half of person's life. Because maybe on the childhood situation, you go to the adolescent situation, you will find a new interest. On the childhood, you really like dinosaurs, and maybe when you are grow to the adolescence, you maybe love like Korean drama, or maybe when you grow to the adult period, you really love Indian movie like that. You will find a new interest when the people constantly change during the first half of person life, and you really like new things. So from this condition, you can answer that the first question that I asked you. Okay, and the personality change for all sort of reason. Two largest reason: nature and nurture. Okay, maybe Mr. Labo want to explain about this thing. Still mute. Oke.
Oke. Jadi personality bisa berubah sih ya seiring perjalanan hidup seseorang ya. Nah, itu karena beberapa faktor, baik secara internal maupun faktor eksternal kan seperti itu ya. Nah, jadi bisa karena mencari sesuatu yang baru kan gitu, atau istilahnya interest itu adalah ketertarikan atau menjadi sesuatu seperti model atau role modelnya begitu ya. Jadi akan mengubah kepribadian seseorang. Mungkin seperti kalian dulu yang cewek-cewek, mungkin ada yang cowok, seperti yang katakan Bu Nici tadi ya, suka akan film Korea misalkan atau artis Korea. Nah, akan berusaha mengikuti baik gaya hidupnya, mungkin penampilannya, mungkin sehingga mendekati idolanya begitu. Atau berdasarkan alasan tertentu ya Bu Nici ya, dua alasan tadi, nature dan nurture ya, karena lingkungan dan pembawaan juga. Oke. Nah, nanti mungkin di akhir kita akan tanyakan juga pendapat mahasiswa ya terkait ini. Oke. Next slide Bu Nici.
Yes, please. Nah, this is the detailed information about the nature versus nurture. You already learned about this situation from our first meeting in this Zoom meeting, when you can remember about the nature versus nurture. Who will want to answer about how the different about the nature and nurture? Please, hands up. Maybe you can use the hands up button here. Who can explain about the differentiation about the nature versus nurture? Maybe you need to remember about our first meeting in this class. Please.
Oke, silakan. Kalian bisa resen ya. Ya, Wida.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I turned off my camera because my internet connection is unstable, Mr. and Mrs.
Okay, no problem.
The differences between nature and the nurture is nature refers to all of the genus and heredity factors that influence who are we, from our physical appearance to our personal characteristic. And nurture refers to all the environmental variables like our childhood experience and how we raise, and also our social environment, like how we adapt in our environment. Thank you.
Okay, good point. Yeah, nature is related with the heredity, about the genetic, how the person bring the potency from their self, start from the childhood, and bring it to the development to the like adults and the adolescents period. And nurtures is regarding how the person reacts with the environment and the other people and how they can adapt with the new situation. So that's the differentiation of the nature and nurture. Okay, good job, Wida. I hope that all of you already know about the differentiation about nature and nurture, okay? So I will go to the next slide, please, Mr. Labo. Okay, so for the nature's argument is the most human behavior is instinct in origin. So we can know about the instinct is an unchanging biologically inherited behavior pattern. Like for the example is a bird. When they go to the new place or the new tree, they will building the nest, the new nest. So you can find many nests, it's like empty nest in the tree that the birds building that the nest before, because they try to find the new place that for their new home. And maybe in the another country like who have like a 4 season, the birds migrate in the winter season to the another place that have the warm season rather than the winter season. That's the instinct. And you need to learn by yourself. What is the instinct from the human? Your instinct, okay? And this leads to human having 10,000 instincts, like love, smile, and breath. Who want to raise your hand to explain about your instinct? That's the nature argument. Please raise your hand.
Oke, silakan.
Instinct, unchanging biologically inherited behavior pattern that makes the human can survive in this world. Ya, jadi insting itu adalah proses biologikal yang tidak akan berubah ya terkait dengan suatu pola perilaku yang akan membuat manusia itu bisa beradaptasi atau bertahan di dunia ini. Apa contohnya? Ini contoh yang ada di slideshow saya adalah tertawa, senyum, dan bernafas. Apalagi contoh lainnya? Please raise your hand. About instinct. Is there any one of you have the experience here about the instinct? Okay, please Kadek Dharma Saspanya with the beautiful udeng.
Thank you. In my opinion, human have instinct to learning something new, maybe.
Like what? For the example.
Yeah. When human have interest in something, he will maybe learn about it.
Okay, like Dharma in this class love one of the girl in this class. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can choose one of the girl now. Like for the example, this is for the example. Maybe you, the reality is okay. It's okay for you to continue. For the example, it's like you have the interest to talk with the Niketut Novitasari. So what the example of the instinct to know about the Niketut Novitasari? Can you give the example?
Maybe I can ask Ketut about her personality or about her, I don't know.
Hobi maybe ya.
Yeah, hobby.
I can ask her hobby.
Okay, hobby and the address, maybe what she really like to wear, what she really like to eat and to drink. That's the one of the example of instinct. Okay, thank you, Dharma. Next, one of the last answer from Sinta. Please, Cynthia Wulandari.
Thank you, Miss. My instinct when I feel pain, when I fall back, I will cry.
Okay,
Crying,
so
okay.
you have instinct to crying when you get attacked from another person or when you get the pain. Okay?
Can you repeat again, Miss?
Okay, so your instinct is crying when you have the different situation, like you get attacked from another person, or when you get the pain from one of the accident, like that?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Cynthia. So I think that all of you already know about what is the instinct. Okay, next, Mr. Labe. Another nurtures argument is a person behavior and personality are the result of his or her social environment and learning. For the example is the Pavlov's dog experiment, develop an unconditional response. So I will explain about the Pavlov dog experiment. For the first time, Pavlov, one of the psychologists doing the behavior experiments for the dog. The dog stay in the room, and Pavlov give the meat, the delicious meat like barbecue meat to the dog, and ringing the bell. The dog will feel like hungry, dan dia mengeluarkan air liur gitu ya, hehehe, seperti yang digambar ya. So the dog learn about when the bell ringing, the meat will come to the dog. Okay, Mr. Labe giving the example of how the dog tongue will go out from the mouth when the meat come. Like that. Okay. So the next time, the dog learn about this thing. The dog learn about this condition. Yeah. And after that, another day come, and the researchers giving just the ringing the bell, ding, 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 ding. But the dog didn't show about the meat come to his room or his place. And the condition is the dog still took out his tongue out from the mouth, and air liurnya tetap keluar, hehehe, because he or she learn about the condition when the ringing bell come, so they will get the meat, the delicious meat. That's the developed an unconditional response from the Pavlov dog's experiment. Ya, jadi eksperimennya adalah ketika anjing dalam suatu ruangan, lalu dibunyikan bel, kemudian langsung diberikan daging yang enak, gitu ya. Anjing akan belajar bagaimana hubungan antara bel tersebut dengan daging yang datang, gitu. Lalu kemudian ketika beberapa hari kemudian itu berulang terus, lalu di hari selanjutnya, researchers-nya come with just the ringing the bell, dog will stay feel hungry because they already learn about how the bell ringing will connect it with the meat come to his room. Yeah, it's same with you. When you are in the inside of the house, you learn that tang 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 sound is related with the dagang bakso. Okay. So when you are really hungry, when tang 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 come around your house, you will automatically learn that the unconditional response is hungry because you have the experience that bakso or that meatball is very delicious. And your stomach will bunyi kerucuk, 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 kerucuk. Okay? That's the person behavior and personality are the result of his or her social environment and learning. So we can say that personality or behavior is very related how people learn and how people get from their social environment. Is there any question about this? You can raise your hand. Okay. Or Mr. Labe need to give some information, maybe some example, another example, please.
Oke, ya. Baik, ini saya menambahkan ya buat the nurture argument seperti yang disampaikan Bu Nice tadi terkait eksperimennya Pavlov ya. Jadi ini menunjukkan bahwa kepribadian itu bisa berubah ya. Faktornya adalah lingkungan yang menentukan. Nah, penelitian lain juga dilakukan oleh kalau tidak salah namanya Albert ya, atas Albert Junior. Nah, ini melakukan hal sama juga. Jadi dia menggunakan tikus juga. Nah, jadi di awalnya tikus ini diberikan kepada si Albert Junior. Nah, jadi dia nggak takut, ya masih terbiasa. Nah, kemudian terus dilakukan secara kontinu. Nah, di percobaan berikutnya, setiap dia diberikan tikus, di belakangnya selalu dikeluarkan suara yang menakutkan, besar gitu lah. Nah, sehingga nah ini terus diulangi sehingga ini bisa menyebabkan menjadi ketakutan bagi si Albert Junior itu. Nah, ini menunjukkan bahwa kepribadian itu bisa berubah. Walaupun tadi di slide sebelumnya ya ada faktor hereditas juga, tapi jangan lupa juga faktor lingkungan, ya, environment juga mempengaruhi kepribadian seseorang. Seperti itu. Seperti yang contohnya yang tadi Bu Nice sebutkan juga tentang percobaannya Pavlov yang menggunakan anjing sebagai objek eksperimennya, tentang dengan apa tadi teng-teng-teng dan gerik-gerik. Maybe you can explain what the teng-teng-teng in gerik-gerik ya. Okay. Ya itu ya.
So it's like dagang bakso come near your house. They will use their bowl and their spoon to ting 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 ting.
Yeah.
And you will have the experience that this sound is very related with the delicious meatball. So you will feel hungry automatically.
Ya, secara otomatis ya. Jadi nah kalau di anjing kan itu menjadi sebuah ini ya, apa namanya, pembiasaan ya. Jadi ada mendengar suara itu ya langsung datang bahwa itu pertanda untuk ada makanan dari pemiliknya dan seterusnya. Oke. Nah, mungkin dari adik-adik ada yang ingin tanyakan, jadi silakan bertanya di per slide ya. Jadi kita harus menunggu di akhir ya, mungkin saat kami menjelaskan ada hal yang kurang dipahami bisa langsung ditanyakan. Oke, Novita silakan.
Okay, thank you, Mr. I wanted to ask about this. It's similar or not? When my parents give me name and then they are always call my name, and I remember about that. And then when my parents call me, I understand and give a response. Is that similar with this case?
So you asked to the Mr. Labe, right? Not me. Maybe Mr. Labe first giving the answer.
Mr. Labe and Mrs. Nice.
Okay, Mr. Labe first, please.
Jadi memanggil namanya ya, jadi apakah itu dalam kondisi ini ya. Nah, jadi di pertemuan keberapa ya kita pernah menyinggung ini juga Bu Nice ya. Ya, jadi salah satu menjadi sebuah kepribadian identitas ya. Jadi identitas. Jadi di awal perkembangan bahasa juga menggunakan ini, jadi mengenal suara, sensori motornya ya, tidak bisa merespon. Nah, ini berulang terus ya. Ini menjadi sebuah ciri dari Novita bahwa kalau ada orang memanggil itu menunjukkan bahwa nama tersebut adalah mengacu kepada apa namanya Novita gitu. Itu menjadi sebuah ciri dari diri ya, diri Novita. Nah, itu apa namanya? Sama seperti contoh yang disebutkan tadi, saat manggil itu ya langsung merespon. Nah, oke, mungkin Bu Nici bisa
Yeah, that's the same
Kalimat saya.
things, yeah. That's the same thing that someone who will build their identity regarding how they give the image for their self, how they give the
menjadi sebuah atribut ya.
yes, the attribute for their self. So when someone call you like Niketut, maybe you didn't hear about that, and you didn't realize that someone calling you because your parents, your family, or your friend called you Novita, right? When someone or me just find you and I just calling you Niketut, please give me the answer. Maybe you didn't understand that you need to give the answer for this question. Yeah, it's related with the attribution and the image and the identity about someone's self. Okay. So the next slide, please, Mr. Labe. Now, sociobiology topic or theory from the 1917 said that systematic study of the biological basis of all social behavior. And sociobiologists' argument for the first is varied cultural characteristics are rooted in genetic makeup of humans, like a competition, envy, hate, faith, and is very related with the religion. So from the sociobiologist theory, they will explain about the personality is very related with the cultural characteristic. Yeah, that's why people make the stereotype. Maybe someone from Batak will talk very loudly because from their culture, Batak culture, people will talk very loudly. Or maybe from Balinese culture, someone from Singaraja or Buleleng will talk harshly, yeah, very harsh, sangat kasar begitu. Regarding or when we differentiate with the someone when come from Denpasar or Badung or Gianyar. Yeah, that's the cultural characteristic are rooted in the genetic makeup of humans. Ya, jadi contohnya adalah pada teori sosiobiologi ini personality atau biological basis yang terkait dengan cultural characteristic akan sangat mempengaruhi bagaimana perilaku sosial seseorang. Ya, contohnya ini, saya kelahiran Singaraja, saya akan ngomong akan lebih kasar gitu ngomongnya dibandingkan dengan mungkin Pak Labe yang berasal dari Karangasem ya, Karangasem lembut. Seperti Pak Labe itu kan ngomongnya lembut, santun gitu ya. Kalau saya ya ceplas-ceplos gitu karena saya kelahiran dari Singaraja. Jadi cultural characteristic really rooted in genetic makeup of humans. Even you are same from me, even I same from the same of the island with Mr. Labe. Like I'm from Bali, and I live in Bali. Mr. Labe too live in Bali, but the Balinese culture is very different from the northern Balinese or eastern Balinese or western Balinese. Okay, Mr. Labe, maybe you need to give some example more.
Okay, ya. Tadi sudah jelas sebenarnya yang disebutkan sampaikan Bu Ice ya. Jadi sosial biologi ini jadi bisa menjadi salah satu faktor kepribadian seorang. Tadi contohnya ya, kalau Singaraja mungkin contohnya Bu Ice yang ceplas-ceplos ya. Itu menjadi sebuah karakter kepribadiannya karena lingkungan sosialnya membentuk secara biologis. Jadi seperti yang materi sebelumnya, insting, salah satu insting manusia adalah melakukan penyesuaian terhadap lingkungan ya, lingkungan sekitarnya. Nah ini terbentuk tidak baru sekarang, tetapi terbentuk sudah dalam waktu yang lama. Bagaimana manusia menyesuaikan dengan lingkungan alam ya, tidak hanya sosial biologi kan, tapi dengan lingkungan alamnya juga membentuk karakter manusia. Misalkan orang-orang yang tinggal di pegunungan, ya, kemudian tinggal di daerah pesisir, kan itu biasanya memiliki karakter yang berbeda juga. Nah, itu secara biologisnya juga terjadi karena mereka menyesuaikan dengan lingkungan yang mereka tumbuh dan besar, dan itu juga terjadi secara dalam waktu yang lama, sehingga sudah menjadi seperti menjadi sebuah genetika kan gitu Bu Ci. Ya,
Yes.
artinya kalau dia mau melahirkan keturunan ya akan sama identik dengan yang sebelumnya. Misalkan kalau yang di pegunungan, karena dulu secara geografis jarak-jarak rumah manusia atau orang-orang di sana cukup jauh-jauh kan begitu ya, sehingga cara berkomunikasi mereka menggunakan suara yang keras begitu. Misalkan dari rumah satu ke rumah dua, misalkan memanggil misalkan Novita atau manggil Cynthia, Cynthia ngide huyahe malu gitu misalkan kan, karena jaraknya jauh dia suaranya cukup keras dan panjang gitu. Nah, itu akan terus terjadi. Nah, nanti juga ini akan berubah jika kondisi sosialnya akan berubah. Misalkan mereka sudah mulai hidup dalam satu tempat yang jaraknya berdekatan, maka secara alamiah mereka akan menyesuaikan diri sesuai dengan instingnya, menyesuaikan diri sehingga mereka menyesuaikan dengan lingkungan sosialnya juga. Secara biologis juga mereka akan ikut berpengaruh gitu. Nah, sehingga perilakunya juga akan berubah gitu. Nah, itu Ken.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Labe. So we can go to the next slide, please. That the 4 major factors that shape individual personality development. Yeah, we already talked so much about the heredity, how the parents giving the influence to the someone personality, how the cultural environment, and how the birth order. Yeah, the birth order already give the influence to the personality development. Maybe I will give the example. When someone come the first birth order, ya, anak sulung have the different personality with the anak tengah and anak bungsu and anak kedua. And you need to ask yourself the question, is it my personality is different with my brother from anak tunggal or anak sulung, or maybe my condition or my personality is different because my birth order? You can answer after we have the big discussion, okay? Okay, next slide. Next slide, please. Heredity, characteristic present at birth. Body build. Like Mr. Labo is very handsome man with the high height, and after that maybe his boys or his son will have the body build same with the Mr. Labo. Hair type, Mr. Labo have the good hair, good jambul. Maybe his son or his boy will have the same hair type with Mr. Labo. It's including also with the eye color, skin pigmentation, and aptitudes. Aptitude is a bakat, yeah, a capacity to learn a particular skill or acquire a particular body of knowledge, like a natural talent. Mr. Labo love to play drum. Maybe his son will love to play drum too, because this is a natural talent come from his father, and it's regarding or related with the sport and music. Okay, Mr. Labo, maybe you need to explain.
Oke, ya. Jadi di slide sebelumnya ini yang mempengaruhi bagaimana individual terbentuk secara kepribadiannya ada 4 ya. Tadi sudah disampaikan, ada hereditas, faktor genetika, kemudian parent orang tua pelasuh, kemudian birth order atau urutan kelahiran ya. Tadi sudah disebutkan, kemudian kultur, environment, lingkungan kultur. Nah, di hereditas disampaikan juga oleh Bu Nietzsche tadi ya. Secara karakter seseorang ya, misalkan dari bentuk tubuh ya, kalau saya tadi dikatakan syukurnya tidak dibilang dark boy ya, boy with dark skin. Nah, itu warna kulit juga mempengaruhi ya, maka itu akan terbawa. Syukurnya makanya saya mencari wanita yang kulitnya putih, sehingga saya berharap perpaduan itu bisa secara genetika bisa cross ya, jadi gantengnya bapaknya diambil, putihnya ibunya dibawa. Nah, itu sehingga menyebutkan Silakan ketahuan apa, jangan ditahan ya. Itu. Kemudian bentuk rambut juga ya, jadi mungkin yang keriting, maka biasanya kecenderungannya anak-anak akan terlahir anaknya sama keriting. Walaupun sekarang teknologi sudah bisa mengaburkan ya, istilahnya mungkin diluruskan, tapi secara genetika ini tidak bisa diubah. Nanti setelah dia lahir, kemudian punya keturunan, pasti akan mengikuti genetika. Walaupun sekarang secara teknologi misalkan hidungnya dimancungi, kemudian ini tetap secara genetika itu akan membawa sifat aslinya. Nah, itu akan menjadi menunjukkan bagaimana kepribadian aslinya secara atributnya, gitu ya. Makanya orang-orang Korea yang tingkat pendidikannya rendah ya karena tingkat karena kita mungkin di awal tidak menyebutkan ya kepribadian ya secara definisi karena di materi sudah dijelaskan juga. Jadi itu kan berasal dari kata person ya, personal ya, personal atau istilahnya apa di sana? Topeng ya.
Ya.
Ya, topeng atau mask. Jadi ya yang terlihat itu ya bisa kita bilang kepribadian jelas bisa jadi topeng-topeng. Kenapa? Karena itu yang tampak dari luar. Nah, tapi secara genetika itu tidak bisa dikamuflasekan. Jadi anak-anak ya karena takut misalkan nanti menikah anaknya kembali ke struktur awalnya gitu, hidung pesek. Nah, ini kan mungkin kalian pernah baca beritanya ya. Nah, itu kemudian juga tadi ya attitude juga ya, talent beberapa talent atau bakat juga bisa. Tetapi ini tidak menjadi faktor utama. Nanti ada tiga faktor lain yang menentukan juga bagaimana personality terbentuk dari masing-masing individu gitu. Nah, mungkin akan dijelaskan lebih lanjut di tiga faktor tadi.
Okay, thank you. So this is, I will give the more example of the birth order, okay? Personalities are influenced by whether we have siblings. Yeah, this is maybe different with the anak tunggal condition, yeah? Is there any of you anak tunggal here? Maybe raise your hand. Okay, Sabina. Just Sabina? Sabina and Niwayan Astri. Okay, there are two anak tunggal here, yeah, in this class. Okay, maybe you will explain about your condition regarding the birth order because you doesn't have another sibling in your family. Okay, so the firstborn is a likely achievement oriented. Yeah, from the some of the research and some of the theory from the personality for the birth order, that the personalities very get the influence from the siblings that have in this family. For the firstborn, people who are the firstborn is achievement oriented. And for the middle child, more affectionate but confused because this middle child have the brother and also have the younger brother. So she or he will confuse about himself because maybe he will have the role model from his brother or for the his younger brother, but he already have the self-image about their self. And for the last child is a risk takers and intellectual rebels. Yeah, because maybe the parents giving more affection and more concern and care to the last child. Yeah, because he is the younger in this family. So that's why maybe he will get many good condition and make her brother and her sister will feel very not comfortable because sometimes the mother and father will membela this last child. That's the birth order personality. So maybe Sabina and Astri will explain about yourself in your family because you are the anak tunggal in your family. Please.
Okay, maybe I will answer. So I am the only child in my family, and then I have no sister and brother or any siblings, and I live very far from where I come from real. So my mom from Java, but I live in Lembongan, so there is no siblings and maybe there is no cousin here. So maybe by these conditions, I have the strong personality. Maybe, and I just live with my mom, so my mom influenced me a lot of personality.
Okay, because you doesn't have another person to difference with your condition, so you will have a very strong personality. Yeah, because you doesn't need to take care of your younger brother or younger sister, or maybe you doesn't need to share your toys, your time with your siblings. Okay, is it okay for you?
Yeah, that's true, Miss.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Astrid, please.
Okay, Miss. So I would like to tell about my personalities. So for me, same with Sabina, I think I have strong personalities, which means I'm okay without other people when in school, when many of my friends really like to go to the canteen with their friend or anything. I'm just okay if I go by myself. And after that, I think an only child will have a strong bond with their parents because we don't have brother and sister. That's why I really like to giving my story with my mother. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you, Astrid. So that's why you feel it's okay for me to just by myself in this class or just by myself in this house, because I don't need to share about my things to another person, right? And you will feel not only strong personality, maybe you will feel more individual than another person. Is it right?
Yes, Miss.
Okay,
I think that's right.
Yeah, that's the only child personality in this family. Okay, thank you. For the next slide, please, Mr. Labe. Parental characteristic. Maybe you can also learn from the Astrid and from Sabrina about the parental characteristic giving very big influence to the children. Yeah, a parent's personality directly impacts a child personality, like hate, anger, happiness, politeness. Yeah, because the parents have the very hate relationship with the neighborhood. That's why the parent didn't give permission to their child to interact with the neighborhood like that. Maybe the anger situation, because the mother doesn't have the support from her husband when they in the pregnant condition. They will very anger with the father, and that's why the children doesn't have the good connection with the father. Happiness too. When the parent is very happy in the daily activity, the children will learn about how to interact with another person with the happy interaction. Politeness too. So the parental characteristic giving the big impact for the child personality, because the first person who are the role model for the children is the parents, because parents have the more time and the full time for the children in the house, especially for the early childhood. Okay, Mr. Labo maybe giving the example. Still mute, Mr. Labo.
Oke, ya. Jadi bagaimana karakter orang tua juga mempengaruhi ya, pola asuh juga mempengaruhi bagaimana kepribadian seorang anak ya. Family is the first social ya, environment. Jadi lingkungan yang pertama bagaimana seorang anak berkomunikasi dengan orang lain ya. Nah, di sana dia akan belajar banyak ya dari orang tuanya. Gitu. Bagaimana karakter orang tuanya, bagaimana pembawaan orang tuanya, itu akan menjadi paling tidak menjadi referensi pertama lah bagi anaknya. Nah, kan begitu. Jika anaknya orang tuanya pemarah, kemudian misalkan itu juga akan. Jadi istilahnya dalam bahasanya children see, children do. Benar ya, Bu? Ini sih. Oke. Jadi apa yang dia lihat dalam keluarganya, dia akan tanamkan dalam kepalanya, kemudian istilah kerennya mengkristalisasi dalam dirinya menjadi itulah kepribadian dia. Orang tuanya pemarah, suka bertengkar, maka dia akan bawa itu ke lingkungan sosial yang lebih jauh, nanti ke teman-temannya, itu akan menjadi kepribadiannya. Kan orang tuanya yang politeness misalkan, maka dia akan menjadi ya, seperti Bu Ice ini ya sopan ya, sih lunun gitu. Jadi dalam komunikasinya lemah lembut lah. Kalau istilahnya kayak gong Jawa, tang tang tang
Gong
gitu.
Jawa.
Tidak seperti gong Bali gitu ya. Jadi seperti itu. Jadi kondisi orang tua, lingkungan karakter orang tua, karakter pola asuh juga menentukan kepribadian. Oke.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Labe. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, wait a moment. Okay, the cultural environment too, yeah, is very related with the personality development. For the first is a basic type of personalities found in society. Maybe this is the example is a very far away from you. USA is a very competitive person, yeah. That's why the cultural condition giving the impact for the personality from the people who are from the USA or from Amerika Serikat, yeah. They are very competitive, they are very assertive, they will talk about their feeling directly when they feel not good with another person. And it's really individualism. Maybe Astri and Sabrina is yeah, okay to stay in the USA because the USA person is very individualism, yeah. And it's very different with the China. In the China country or the Chinese person is very competitiveness, yeah, have the very competitiveness, have the family oriented. That's why when we see like a berita duka in the newspaper, you can see berita duka from the Chinese family. They will list very long name of the family, yeah. Because they're very family oriented. That's why they will bring the family name for the name of the children. Like Angelica Lee. Lee is the family name. All this family have the family name Lee. Maybe you can ask Mr. Labe. Is it Mr. Labe give the family name for his children?
No.
No, because it's not family oriented. No need to put the family name. No
Tidak
need
umum
to
lah di kita.
Yeah, no need to put the identity name for the family. Yeah, it's very different with the Chinese person. Group oriented too. That's why when we stay in Singaraja, you can see that the Chinese group stay in like a Pelabuhan Buleleng or maybe in the Kampung Tinggi, right? That's the Chinese district in every city, because they love and they feel comfortable to stay in the group. That's the differentiation of the cultural environment from the US and China. Maybe you can learn by yourself. What is the cultural environment for you? Like maybe Sabrina stay in Lembongan, maybe Lembongan have the different cultural because they stay in a different island with Bali. Maybe it's very different culture too. That's the cultural environment giving the impact for the personality characteristic. Maybe Mr. Labe giving another example.
Ya, jadi cultural environment ya. Jadi nih Miss Nietzsche belajar banyak tentang perbedaan kultur yang mempengaruhi kepribadian seorang. For information, Miss Nietzsche a long time stay at Japan with the cultural character. People is the hard work, yeah. Is in opening conversation we talk about hustle culture, yes. In Japan is the popular.
Uh-huh.
In China too popular about the hustle culture, bagaimana budaya kerja sangat-sangat keras. Nah, itu akan membentuk kepribadian seorang. Kemudian juga di sana misalkan rasa malu Bu Nice ya,
Yeah,
sangat
yeah.
jadi kalau
Sameness.
iya, sameness-nya di sana sangat kental. Jadi kalau dia tidak bekerja santai-santai di rumah lele, memang malu di sana. Beda mungkin dengan karakter di sini ya. Kita masih bisa bangun pagi agak siang, ngopi santai, ambil beberapa batang rokok. Setelah itu mulai ya the culture environment yang kita kenal ya seperti itu akan terbentuk. Nah, ini akan menjadi sebuah kembali karakter seorang ya. Kalau kita kan tidak begitu seperti itu ya. Jadi termasuk tadi istilah family oriented. Ya. Jadi kalau kita kan secara umum di Indonesia pun ya tidak mengenal istilahnya apa istilahnya Bu? Nama keluarga ya.
Yeah.
Makanya feel confused if we fill the form
family name.
Yeah, is first name, last name, or surname, family name. Ya, apa kita isi dengan ini karena kita tahu nama ya nama satu, tidak ada istilahnya nama keluarga, nama depan, nama belakang gitu. Ya. Nah, itu salah satu kultur environment yang menyebabkan setiap orang memiliki karakter di setiap daerah yang berbeda. Oke. Begitu Mrs. Sid. Next slide.
Okay, next slide please. Thank you Mr. Labe. Okay, this is the isolation of children. Maybe I will giving you some of the example of the phenomena in this world, yeah, about how the environment giving the impact for the personality of children. For the first, viral children, wild or untamed children, and can children develop on their own with no help? Maybe this is like a Tarzan story, yeah. Tarzan, who are the human, stay in the forest, doesn't have the human parents, doesn't have the friends that's from the human society, and Tarzan have the dominant interaction with the animal and wild animal. Maybe you can remember how the Tarzan story that you already seen in the movie or in the comic, yeah. Tarzan doesn't have politeness. Tarzan doesn't wash every day. Tarzan eat very wild food, like doesn't need to cooking the meat. Yeah, it's like the wild animal. How the wild animal eat. Tarzan will follow that style of the eat. And Tarzan doesn't use uniform or use like a suit every day, yeah, because animal doesn't use clothes, doesn't use suit. The isolation of children will directly make the children very wild, doesn't have politeness, and when Tarzan come to the city, he cannot adapt like a comfortable adaptation in the city or in the society, human society, because it's very different. That's why personality is a learning process too. We can say that. Maybe Mr. Laban know more detail about the Tarzan story?
Yeah, I think the Tarzan story of you in the room know about the story ya. The Tarzan, bagaimana dia besar di lingkungan yang tidak sama dengan dia secara fisik dan secara karakter, sehingga dia besar yang mengikuti siapa yang masuk. Tadi mungkin ya ini salah satu contoh dari penjelasan tadinya, 4 faktor yang menyebabkan kepribadian terbentuk. Salah satunya adalah parenting ya, karena ini bukan diasuh oleh orang tuanya. Kemudian juga lingkungan ya. Secara alamiah semua manusia memiliki well instinct ya Bu Nice ya.
Iya.
Ya, semua manusia memiliki well instinct, di mana pendidikan coba membatasi beberapa insting liar itu agar terkontrol begitu. Makanya yang terbentuk di sini ya insting secara alamiahnya itu liarnya, bagaimana berburu, bertahan, bertengkar. Kalau merasa terdesak dia akan bertengkar solusinya. Nah, banyak sebenarnya contoh-contoh yang menunjukkan ini Bu Nici ya. Saya lupa nama, dapat saya baca. Jadi seorang anak yang lahir dari orang dari seorang ibu yang tidak tahu siapa ayahnya. Nah, dia dibesarkan di dalam loteng rumahnya ya. Setiap hari hanya dikasih makan, kemudian artinya diberikan saja tanpa bantuan dari orang dewasa. Jadi nggak pernah diajari makan, nggak pernah diajari berdiri, berjalan. Maka yang berkembang ya insting alamiahnya. Nah, seperti itu. Jadi tidak seperti manusia. Nah, jadi itu pentingnya pendidikan ya. Jadi siapapun orang itu tidak bisa tumbuh dan berkembang tanpa bantuan orang lain. Maka istilahnya dalam pendidikan ada namanya memanusiakan manusia. Lalu kok kita udah manusia dijadikan manusia lagi ya? Karena kalau kita salah, walaupun dia lahir sebagai manusia, tidak menjamin dia tumbuh besar menjadi manusia. Nah, contohnya seperti ini, Tarsan. Secara fisik manusia, tetapi secara perilaku seperti gorila. Benar ya, gorila ya atau?
Iya, gorila ya.
Ya, tapi bukan gorila glass ya, itu jauh beda.
Itu beda, itu handphone Pak Lago ya. Oke.
Ya. Next mungkin.
Okay, next slide please. Nah, this is Anna from
Anna,
1938. Maybe you can directly googling about the Anna stories, yeah, from the 1938. Born to unmarried woman, and grandfather locked her in the attic, only feed her once a day and no interaction. And found in 1938 by social worker. And because Anna doesn't get the good stimulation from the parent, just giving food once a day, so the condition of the body is not fit and the healthiness is not good and no interaction with another person. So Anna couldn't walk, talk, couldn't have a competency for the feed herself and no facial expression. Because Anna stay by herself in the very private room, no interaction. That's why we can say that personality is a learning process too. Ya, jadi kalian bisa directly cari tentang Anna ini ya di Google mengenai kisahnya. Oke, kasihan Anna ya. Semoga tidak ada anak-anak yang lain ya. Oke, Isabel, ya. Born to unmarried women and grandfather locked her and mother in the attic, only feed her once a day, interaction with mom only, yeah, just mom only, doesn't have neighborhood and very isolated and locked her in the room and found in the 1960 by social worker. And Isabel couldn't talk, walk, and ate with her hands. Ya, jadi makannya pakai mulut, like animals, like a puppy. Yeah, you can find about the Isabel story, and this is also giving the example how the social environment, how the parent stimulation giving a big impact for the personality development. Okay, maybe Mr. Label can give more explanation, please.
Ya, jadi mungkin saya lupa, ternyata saya menjelaskan yang slide 15 ya Bu Nici ya.
Iya.
Itu ya. Jadi baca. Nah, itu ya, tadi sudah jelas juga ada beberapa contoh. Jadi pendidikan atau lingkungan itu penting ya. Jadi untuk membentuk karakter manusia. Nah, ini sudah sebagai contoh bahwa maka jika tidak akan dididik atau tidak mendapatkan role model yang tepat, contoh yang tepat, maka dia akan yang bekerja dan berkembang itu insting alamiahnya. Ya. Nah, jadi dia tidak bisa makan. Karena yang sebenarnya terjadi kita ini kan kita adaptasi dan juga mengubah insting alamiah kita. Kalau kita klasifikasikan kan kita masuk mamalia ya. Ya, karena yang menyusui itu adalah ibu, maka istilahnya mamalia di sana ya. bukan papalia. Jadi mamalia secara alamiah yang termasuk mamalia kan seperti itu. Jadi ini contohnya ya, menunjukkan dia tidak bisa makan dengan benar. Kalau kita bukan benar dalam artian sosial ya. Nah, kalau dia secara insting ya benar, makannya seperti itu. Karena kan kalau kita samakan misalkan dengan, jadi termasuk jalan dia seperti itu, dia tidak pernah ditunjukkan berarti. Nah, oke, mungkin itu aja Bu Nice, saya rasa mungkin ada dari adik-adik mahasiswa ada yang ingin mau bertanya.
Yeah, this is the
atau
last
menambahkan.
slide. Yeah, this is the last slide. Maybe for the another slide, you can give the student for this slide, and student can have the discussion, Mr. Labe, and after that giving the discussion in the next session,
Okay.
or next session in the Zoom meeting.
Okay.
Okay, there are many questions or many insight from the students. Maybe Mr. Labe can choose one by one.
Cap, cip, cup. Ya.
Belalang kuncup. Maybe stop the share screen first, Mr. Labe.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 10,000 question now.
Nah, kok hilang lagi Juwita tadi? Okay. Ya, tadi karena Juwita paling banyak dia ada raise hand dan climb, jadi saya pilih Juwita dulu ya. Oke, silakan.
Can you hear me?
Yes, of course, baby. Please.
Okay. I want to ask about culture.
Culture.
Yeah. For example, if we from Singaraja and we who are used to speaking rudely or kasar, and then suddenly we move to Gianyar, where the culture is soft spoken, and I want to ask, will our personality change when we settle down in Gianyar, or do we still become people who are used to speaking rudely, and how to readjust personality in general to a new culture or region? Thank you.
Thank you, Juwita. Maybe Mr. Labe can share his experience move to from Karangasem to Singaraja. Yeah, Karangasem doesn't use harsh and rude conversation to another person. Like in Singaraja, hey, blah 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 blah, teep, like that. Yeah, maybe Mr. Labe can share about his experience when he come first to Singaraja.
Juwita, point of the question is who to change personality or
how to change personality.
Okay, how to change personality. Ya, jika adik-adik melihat tadi di slide ya, salah satu ada alasan ya orang mengubah karakter adalah situasi. Ya, seperti keadaan ya, mungkin di slide beberapa ya. Jadi kan ada dua tadi ya, karena ingin mengikuti orang lain, dan yang kedua ada karena alasan lingkungan. Oke, jadi ya kalau dibilang ya kita harus bisa menyesuaikan memang seperti itu ya. Karena kan yang namanya sosial, lingkungan sosial, kemudian yang namanya kita bisa berinteraksi, kita harus menyesuaikan bagaimana dengan lingkungan sosial. Jadi istilahnya dalam lingkungan sosial kan ada istilahnya penerimaan, ya kalau kita bisa mengikuti maka kita diterima dalam lingkungan sosial. Kalau kita tidak bisa mengikuti maka kita akan ditolak. Ya bukan berarti mengikuti dalam artian kamu harus kasar. Nah, jadi ya saat orang lain berbicara dengan kalimat kasar ya kita menganggap itu sebagai sebuah karakter, not sebagai bukan menjadi sesuatu yang sesuatu yang anggap kita negatif, tidak. Nah, itu juga nanti sebaliknya saat kita berada ke daerah yang different with the culture, ya mungkin kita awal-awalnya akan menganggap ya ini Juwita dari mana? Gianyar.
Singaraja.
Oh,
Oh,
Singaraja.
Singaraja.
Iya, Singaraja. Oh, kayaknya mempersiapkan ini Bu Nici.
Iya, iya.
Saya yakin ini akan mempersiapkan next time akan ke Gianyar mungkin. Jadi belajar bagaimana menyesuaikan ya. Ya, jadi ya apa ya? Jadi ya kita mengikuti saja. Jadi istilahnya tanpa harus menjadi ya. Walaupun kasar gitu saja ya kita kan enggak. Jadi ya menyesuaikan. Ada namanya bahasa ya kan. Tentunya kalian sudah paham bahasa Bali kan ada sourcingnya juga kan bisa menyesuaikan. Tidak mesti yang sampai halus itu ya mungkin masih di standarnya. Saya pun juga nggak bisa bahasa Bali halus. Malah Bu Niki yang pintar juga.
No.
Oke, Juwita, mudah-mudahan bisa mempersiapkan diri
Menjadi mantu.
menjadi mantu di Gianyar.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Okay, for the next question, maybe, please. We already have another question too in the chat box. Maybe later.
Excuse me, I have a question for you. What the difference between instinct with feeling? Nah, instinct dengan feeling.
So feeling is related with the someone condition or someone reaction for the sum of the situation.
Situasi,
yeah. But instinct is come from the biological condition.
Condition, yeah.
It's come from the evolution, start from the manusia purba, to know, to now, to this real condition, to present moment. That's the make person do this behavior drive from the instinct. Yeah, it's biological condition. Like a hungry is a biological condition. Yeah, I feel hungry. Your feeling is hungry related with the situation. From the morning until this time, you didn't eat any food by yourself. But when people have the instinct hungry, because in the stomach doesn't process the food to make the energy. It's a differentiation. Can you understand about that? The feeling is about the situation. I feel hungry. Yeah, because I have the instinct for my body. That's when I didn't eat anything come to my stomach, and the stomach will give you like alert. Please hungry, please find some of the sugar, please find of the some food to make you can produce the food. But feel hungry or feeling hungry is related with the situation because from the morning until this time you didn't eat anything. Yeah. Maybe Mr. Labo can answer more detail about the question.
Feeling is softly. Ya, jadi tadi sudah dijelaskan oleh jadi perbedaan insting dan feeling ya. Insting itu ya tadi sudah dijelaskan alamnya. Misalkan nih, tadi siapa yang nanya ya?
Febri.
Di chat ya, di chat.
Oh, Richard. Di chat box.
Enggak, maksudnya Febri. Di chat. Ananda. Ini udah mulai hang nih siang nih, kayaknya baterainya udah.
Iya. Yeah. This is the instinct hungry.
Ananda, misalkan Ananda mau dipukul sama orang nih, tiba-tiba, secara refleks tangannya nangkis. Nah itu instingnya yang bukan. Ya, insting alamiah bertahan. Nah itu. Nah kalau contoh feeling, misalkan feeling itu apa ya? Perasaan ya. Perasaan misalkan mau parkirin kendaraan nih, mundur titik. Nah, asalnya nak besing kena nih, tiba-tiba bak. Nah, itu feelingnya. Jadi feelingnya gimana ya? Ya rasa-rasanya sudah, perasaannya sudah pas. Nah, jadi tetapi ternyata itu feeling. Misalkan lebih pada menebak lah. Menebaknya. Kalau insting ya sudah alamiah. Oke, mungkin itu ya.
Oke. Maybe next question because we have many questions now.
bingung juga milihnya. Mungkin saya ini yang belum pernah ya. Jadi dia Elsa. Nah ini mungkin dia Elsa.
Okay, thank you. As the middle child, I actually feel happy because I have an older sister and I have a younger sister, and I can also feel being an older sister. I also feel being an older sister and a younger sister, but I have to able to follow in the footsteps of my older sister. But I feel the level of intelligence of me and my sister is different. What causes the difference in intelligence even we are from the same genetic?
Because about the intelligence, yeah?
Different intelligence with your
brother.
Older
Okay.
sister.
Older sister. Okay.
Older sister.
The intelligence is not about the genetic. It's also relating with the stimulation regarding with the condition of the health condition.
Repeating,
it's regarding nutrition too. Yeah. So it's not just about the genetic because I born from the same parent with my sister. Maybe I will have the same intelligence range. It's not like that, the assumption. But intelligence is many factors related with the intelligence. Yeah, as I already told before that intelligence is not regarding the genetic. It's also regarding the stimulation, how the nutrition, how the health condition when your mom pregnant with you. Yeah, your mom pregnant with your sister. Yeah, is it? Very, very many factors related with the intelligence. Yeah, it's very different with the personalities. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Dia, for your question.
Dia hanya perlu lebih banyak waktu untuk belajar lagi untuk ya. Jadi itu semua bisa dipelajari ya. Genetika memang penting ya, tetapi environment yang juga sangat berperan penting, termasuk tadi jelaskan ya faktor nutrisi bagaimana juga. Jadi nggak mungkin kalau misalkan mau belajar perut masih poncong ya nggak bisa juga, fokusnya nanti nggak ke pelajaran tapi ke perutnya. Jadi banyak faktor yang menyebabkan ya. Mungkin ya dia nggak tahu mungkin saat dia sedang bubuk cantik, mungkin saudaranya belajar gitu misalkan. Waktunya lebih banyak lah. Oke ya. Gimana Miss Nietzsche?
Yeah, next question. Maybe 2 questions more. After that we summarize.
Okay, yes. Gita.
Gina.
Oh Gina, sorry. Wah.
Mr. Laber really hungry
saya
now.
sudah oleng ini. Kok Gina, Gita sih? Oke. Syukur Gina tidak oleng juga. Silakan Gina.
Thank you for the time. I want to ask with Mr. Laber and Miss Nietzsche. In my family, my own aunt is an abusive person or orang yang kasar gitu, and likes to fight with her husband in front of her children. The children be influenced with family environment. So with this condition, the children become a wild person. How to change the personality to the children while the parents are difficult to be made aware?
To make well, okay.
Wow, ini curcol ya.
Ini pertanyaan.
Maybe bring that person to Jiwanta Consulting.
Yeah, you have a coupon, ketik meeting 7 to have a good price in Jiwanta Consulting. Yeah.
Okay, so because someone have the aggressive temperament, so maybe need more carefully to talk with her or him, and after that giving some explanation. And when you giving the explanation, need to giving more example, more detail to them, to him or to her. And when still the aggression come, maybe these people need help from the professional. Yeah, you doesn't have the responsible to taking care of this person, but you need to bring him or her to the professional helper, like a psychologist or psychiatrist, to do the assessment. Is it need to do the some of the psychotherapists to them? Yeah, because I think this is the more difficult situation. Yeah, okay, Gita,
Ya,
Gina,
Gina ya, boleh. Gina ya.
Thanks for the
Jadi
answer.
ya
Yeah.
untuk kondisi itu memang perlu orang yang khusus memahami itu.
Happy birthday, Gina! You already have the
Happy
on the
birthday.
background. Happy birthday.
Jadi salah satunya
I'm
bisa
born on the 3rd of December.
Okay,
Yeah.
one more, 2 months later, yeah.
ya salah satu alternatifnya bisa ke Jiwanta Konsultan. Mereka melayani konsultasi profesional untuk anak-anak ini. Jadi ini Gina tadi sudah disampaikan ya, memang kenapa perlu profesional yang menangani ya, karena yang di mudah-mudahan tidak salah ya, di terapis ya, benar Bu?
Yeah.
Yang di terapis tidak hanya anaknya ya, tetapi orang tuanya juga. Nah di sana tadi sudah dijelaskan oleh Bu Nice juga ya, bagaimana seorang bisa mengubah karakternya karena ada alasan tertentu. Find the new interest to like the new thing. Nah, jadi dia harus pertama lingkungan, siapa orang tua. Orang tua harus menjadi model yang bagus dulu, kan begitu Bu Nice ya. Karakternya, kemudian bahas segala macam, sehingga dia menjadi model dulu. Nah setelah itu baru anak itu bisa belajar dari orang tuanya. Ya, saya mengalami, saya sering pindah-pindah tempat kos nih. Pernah di daerah yang santun, pernah daerah yang istilahnya Las Vegasnya lah,
Las Vegas.
penuh pertikaian pertentangan judi ya, di satu daerah ya di Singaraja ya, anak-anak terbiasa dengan pegang ayam pagi-pagi, bahasa kasar, pokoknya lingkungan bahasanya itu seperti kebun binatang lah, segala jenis binatang disebutkan dalam berkomunikasi. Nah jadi ya salah satunya kita harus meninggalkan itu dulu, lingkungan itu dulu, kemudian baru tentunya agar ini berhasil perlu konsultan dari profesionalnya. Karena kan mungkin orang tua tidak memahami itu. Gitu ya. Mudah-mudahan Gina,
last question maybe ya.
Mudah-mudahan Gina bisa menjadi orang awal yang membantu. Last question for maybe Miss Nici can choose.
Cap cip cup belalang kuncup, maybe Era Damayani, because Cynthia already speaks, Sabina already speaks, Sriwida already do. Maybe later for the next session, we have a more discussion. Okay, please.
Okay, thank you, Miss. For information, my instinct, when I feel panic, I will cry very easily. Maybe with my deadline assignment, I will cry very easily. So I want to ask Mr. Labu and Miss Nichel, how can be instinct control? If can, what is your opinion? How to control my instinct so that I don't cry easily? Thank you, Miss.
Okay. So for control your instinct is very related with the expression of your instinct in the feeling situation, ya. Jadi insting itu sangat berkaitan dengan feeling, ya. Bagaimana kita mengekspresikan. Like your example, when you are in the panic situation, you will crying, ya. Your instinct is crying. So for the first time, you need to do the emotional regulation exercise. Yeah, emotional regulation exercise. You can find in the Google, about that. You can learn by yourself. Because instinct you can control your instinct when you have a many exercise to make you mindful about your situation. When you can back to your present moment, not from the there and then situation, but the present moment situation, you can control yourself, you can control your situation, you can control your instinct, and you can adapt more effective in your environment. Okay, please find Googling how to do the emotional regulation or how to do the emotional regulation exercise. Okay, Era? You can control it.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Maybe Mr. Labe have some of the tips or trick maybe?
Sorry?
Mr. Labe maybe have the tips or trick for Era?
Era, ya. Intinya adalah semua akan baik-baik saja, Era. Jangan khawatir berlebihan, jangan panik berlebihan. Semua akan berjalan seiring waktu. Nah, mungkin itu saja ya.
Oke.
Jadi jangan selalu berpikir menjadi yang selalu menjadi yang sempurna ya, karena itu juga akan istilahnya akan menjerumuskan juga, akan menyebabkan panik. Saya nggak ini sih ini. Nah, cobalah istilahnya cobalah berdamai dengan ego. Keren kayaknya. Damai dengan ego.
Good quote.
Ya. Damai dengan ego. Ya, mungkin itu Bu Nice.
Okay. So, how about the first question that I already asked to you, all of you, from the first slide? Is there maybe one or two students can answer the question, please? From the first slide. Is there any student can answer the question? Who says you can change personality? Please. Is it personality can change? Is there person who are raise your hand is already know about the answer or is already from the previous discussion?
Ya, mungkin lower hand dulu ya. Setelah itu baru ulangi.
Okay, two student please. Okay, Sabina. Sabina, how about your answer about this question?
Okay, in my opinion, personality can change by the time. So at many points in our life, we may find that there are certain aspects of our personality that we wish we could change maybe. So we might even see goals and work toward tracking those potential problematic traits. For example, it's common to set maybe New Year's resolution to set maybe our new personality to be more kind, to be more generous, to be more nice to each other. So in general, many experts agree that making real and lasting change to broad traits can be exceedingly difficult, but by the time it maybe can change.
Okay.
Maybe from extrovert person want to be more introvert, from introvert into extrovert. Maybe by the time we can do it by maybe learning to talk with each other or do many something with someone in our environment. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Sabina. So the from the Sabina perspective, personality can change and we can do this situation when we have the goals or set the agenda. What kind of the trait or what kind of the personality from ourselves want to change. You can change by your agenda or your goals. Okay, thank you. And another is, there are many students very active here. Maybe it's already, okay. All of you already talk in this class. Maybe Wida. Okay, the last student is Wida. Please, Wida.
Thank you for the time that given to me. Now I want to over my opinion about the first question, I agree that the personality can change. Well, from the material, Miss Nietzsche said that personality is a learning process. I'm really agree with that because I because it process happened to myself, and I wanna share a little bit my personality process, my personality changing process from my uh the source story is when I was in elementary school, I am a fearful, clingy, and willing person. Then, when my mother and my father told me to move from their house into this grandmother house, and I start my elementary school here alone, only with my grandfather and grandmother, it really changed my personality from the fearful, clingy to be an independent and individualism person because I cannot stuff like bergantung with my grandmother and my grandfather. That's why I push myself with all of the condition to be an independent person. So that's why I'm really agree that personality is a learning process. It can happen to everyone due to the condition and their environment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your sharing, Wida. So personality from the Wida's perspective can change is regarding with the learning process, and Wida giving the detail and fact example from her experience about how she changed from the clingy person to the more cheerful person because she set the goals and making the agenda to interact more with another person and more open to another person. Okay, thank you, Wida. So for the next task is regarding with this condition or this question, and you need to learn by yourself. Maybe Mr. Label later will share the PowerPoint about how to change personality or characteristic from the student. Yeah, because you will be a teacher later, and after that you will meet many kind of personality from your classroom, and after that you need to learn about the role of the teacher in purposeful learning regarding with the changing the situation of your classroom. And you need to learn about this slide, and maybe we will discuss, or maybe you have another question regarding this slide, this material, and we can discuss in the 2 weeks later. Okay? Maybe Mr. Labo will close this class. Thank you very much for your attention and participation in this meeting. Thank you very much.
Oke, baik Miss Nietzsche. Jadi nanti saya akan share di grup ya. Oh ya, saya lupa. Tolong tambahkan Bu Nietzsche di grup ya. Karena saya
tidak ada.
Saya tidak admin, saya jadi saya bisa add Bu Nietzsche. Ya, nah,
Oke, tolong undang saya, please.
Ya, nomornya bisa add saya sebagai admin ya. Ya, jadi thank you for discuss in today in the meeting. So yeah, so you all agree about the personality can change ya. Jadi kalian sudah sepakat semua. Pesan saya improve your personality to become a better person ya. So you can be a good teacher. Mudah-mudahan saya tidak salah ngomong ya. Jadi silakan. Jadi kalian sudah sepakat semua bahwa kepribadian itu bisa diubah ya. Jadi silakan perbaiki untuk menjadi personal yang baik dulu, jadi orang yang lebih baik lagi, sehingga ke depan saya yakin kalian bisa menjadi seorang guru yang baik pula gitu. Ya, thank you very much. See you next meeting.
See you, thank you.
Ya.
Next meeting we have the middle examination, or we already have the middle examination, or we will have another meeting for discussion?
The middle examination can inform from the Kaprodi maybe in next week ya. Next week. Ya, waiting for the information for Kaprodi. Biasanya nanti akan diinformasikan dan dilakukan serentak. I don't know. Karena waktunya kan serentak ini ya. Kuliahnya setiap hari Kamis. Ya. Oke.
Thank you. See you.
Selamat siang ya semua.
Keep
Sehat selalu ya.
Thank you, Mr. Labe.
Thank you,
I
Ms.
will
Nice.
leave.
Lanjut ke meeting berikutnya.
PPG.
Thank you, Miss. And
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you,
teacher and Mr.
all.
Labe.
Saya izin duluan ya.
Iya, Pak.